afternoon, everyone. If you're dropping in live, say hi, let us know that you're there. If you are catching this on the replay, you can also let us know that you are on the replay. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching from. Today is Easter Saturday and you've had a very productive day. Hi Deb, I had a very productive day in the kitchen. We also bought a car, so just ticking off all the things on the to-do list today. It's nice to have a long weekend to relax a little bit, and I hope that you guys have been able to get into your craft space and do something creative this weekend. Because it's Easter, we're all doing things around the house. There's a couple of us, a couple of the kids have been working. One of them's been working today. Then we've got Easter Sunday and Monday's a public holiday. So we're looking forward to having a long weekend. I hope your weekend has been good so far. Today I have a project to share with you. It is actually an Easter themed project and it's a no stamping project. So it features one of our online exclusives items. It also features some of the designer series paper that is on the retiring list. If you've been on my blog or on my website or you've received my newsletter in the last couple of days, you will know that today, hi Helen, good to see you. You would know that it is retiring month. So that means that a lot of the things, a lot of the things from this catalogue are going, and there is a last chance for you to add them to your collection. The sale is up to 60% off and it's while supplies last. So if you go onto my website or my online store, you should be able to see the full list of items, and you just pick and choose what you would like with the item codes and the description, and you can add them to your cart as you go. There's some great bargains there. And as I said, a lot of these products are going. There is also products from the current mini catalogue, that's the purple catalogue, that are also going. The things that I'm featuring today though are from this catalogue and from the online exclusives. So so let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to know. If this is the first time you've joined us, welcome. I just share a short video, usually once a week on a Saturday afternoon, and I show you what I've been up to. So this is what I've been creating. I'm going to pop you around the other way in the cradle here. Just switch it around. And hopefully you guys have a good bird's eye view there. Let me just move this down a little way. So it's looking pretty good. Alrighty, so the papers that I'm featuring, you'll see I've already cut my designer series paper. It's actually cut to 5 inches from North Queensland. What's the weather like up there, Helen? Is it nice up there? We've got a beautiful day down here. I'm down on the south coast of New South Wales. And it's about 25 degrees and very sunny and absolutely gorgeous outside still at the moment. I hope you've got some nice weather up your way as well. We have had a little bit of rain over the week, but it's been, hi Wendy, good to see you. Very hot. Yeah, it's been really hot on the East Coast today, all the way up and down. Very unseasonal weather, isn't it? Okay, so I just wanted to let you know I've cut this shoe fly. I've cut this to 5x5 mainly because I am using a frame which I got from Kmart, and it is 5x5. So you'll want to cut your designer series paper, and this comes in 12x12. Oh, I better show you where it's from. It's actually from our gorgeous collection which is retiring, and it is called the Hues of Happiness. And there's some lovely big flowers, but there's also some smaller prints. And I'm using this little one here with the smaller flowers and the night of navy background. So you'll get 4 of these out of a 12 by 12 sheet. So the paper comes in 12 by 12, and you'll just cut it down to the size that you're wanting. You will also need, for this project that I'm about to show you, some foam adhesive sheets, which are in they're in the adhesive section in the back of the current annual catalogue. That's the one that's retiring. Page 127. These foam adhesive sheets will be around next catalogue though, which I'm very happy to say because they work brilliantly with this technique that I'm about to show you. So here's my adhesive sheets, and what I've done is I've actually, I'm just going to get rid of my letters. I've got my alphabet a la mode, which are these gorgeous letters, which are fantastic for either scrapbooking or card making. Either or, they work brilliantly because they're a nice kind of average size, I suppose. They're not too small, not too big. And I've just got a piece of the plainer design of this paper. It's the same pack that this comes from. I didn't want a really busy side though, because I wanted the letters to stand out and I wanted just a little bit of texture on them. So you can see this one looks a little bit like gesso, and you honestly don't have to do a thing to this paper. You could even just stamp a greeting on there and it'd look amazing. We are going to do something a little bit different though. So the foam adhesive sheets are in fact double-sided sticky. They're like a giant Stampin' dimensional sheet, if you like, which means that you can cut whatever shape you want with them, and they work brilliantly with all of our Stampin' Cut and Emboss dies. And you might think, oh, such a little die won't go all the way through, but it does, and it is just brilliant. But what you need to do first is just peel off one side. Remember, they're double-sided sticky, so they've got the wax paper on one side, and you're just going to stick down the designer series paper that you're using just straight down onto that foam adhesive sheet and give it a little rub like that to make sure it's nice and secure. Then I'm going to cut it just so it's the width of the platform, because it's not going to go through my mini boss machine, my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's going to be a little bit too wide. You just want to make sure it's going to fit on the platform. It would have been fine for the big one, but I keep my big one over on my other table, and I usually use my small one if I can for my demo, just because it takes up a lot less real estate. If you don't have a mini boss, I recommend you getting one. They are brilliant. And yeah, I love my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It does everything the big one does. You just have to make sure that you use the smaller dies. Now, my project today is actually, I guess it's a reflection of my beliefs. As a Christian, we believe that Jesus didn't stay dead. He rose again on the third day. So we're kind of in the in-between day. Good Friday, as you probably know, was when he was put to death. But the story doesn't end there. So my frame is actually based on Resurrection Sunday, which is tomorrow. And I wanted to make something that I could put up in the house to remind us of that amazing fact that Jesus is alive. So what I'm going to do is just use my dies. Now I've got the words, so the letters H-E, so he is, and that's on the plainer blue part. And the risen is going to be a little bit more distinct. It's got the darker blues, but you'll still see a nice contrast. And you'll notice that with the alphabet a la mode, I might move these down a little smidge so we've got some more texture. You'll notice with the alphabet a la mode that there are doubles of some of the letters that you would use more of. For example, you've got 2 S's to play with, you've got 2 I's, you've also got 2 E's, and I think there's another couple of the letters that are doubled. So it means that you only have to do 1 roll through the machine. So I've got my my letters, and I'm making sure that I'm putting them face down as they will cut on my designer series paper. You don't want to cut them on the other side because they will be back to front. You don't want that. And you want to just pop your plate on the top, just as you would normally when you're cutting, and then you're going to roll it through. Now the sandwich would feel a little bit tighter, I suppose, than the other ones, but it still will cut through. You'll hear the creaking and cracking, which is fine. But remember, all of those little letters are being cut out in the one go. And I've only ever needed to put this through once, and I'm pretty sure, yes, you can see how that's gone all the way through. Let me just lift them off here. Oh, and look at that. I need a new plate. That's what happens when you use your plates. I've loved this one. This one had a little bit of a bend in it, so that's actually just about to crack. If I do that, yeah, it's just, there you go. I've got some more plates over there, so I'll grab one of those in a second. Don't throw these out. These might be handy to cut smaller things. You could keep them in your collection. But here are our letters, and as I'm popping these out, so what I obviously want to do is I want to have them on this background. So the dice should just kind of fall off the front, and you will see the letters have been perfectly cut out of that gorgeous paper. I love how this paper really looks like, it actually looks like someone's painted. I'm going to arrange the letters before I stick them down. Now the thing about these is they're double-sided sticky, so I don't need to use any adhesive as I'm laying these down, and they will have a little bit of more dimension to them than they would if I was just cutting them out of a flat piece of designer series paper. They are going to be sitting up off my page, and that means that they'll just have a little bit more dimension, and you'll be able to see them against the background a bit better. So I'm just getting them all out, and you can see they come out fairly cleanly. I'm not having to really try too hard. I'm just pressing them out fairly gently. You've got a relief word too. You've got "He is risen" in relief here because we've used all our letters. You could, in fact, if you wanted to, use this on another project. You could cut along there and have "He is risen," and you could pop that on a card if you wanted to. Either or. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to get out these extra bits because the R had some extra bits in the middle, but you can see how dimensional they are. It's really fun to kind of see them really popping off that page now. So I'm just going to arrange these in a set, and as I do, I'm going to peel off the backing, and that is ready to stick straight down. I'm just going to make sure I get these fairly in the middle. Yeah, and I'll bring them in a little bit from the edge just in case my frame covers a little bit. I don't think it will, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see all of the letters like that. Okay, so there we go. So we've got H and we've got E. So it's just a matter of peeling the foam off the back. The paper is very firmly stuck down onto the front. You don't have to worry about that. It's super sticky, and they really are like dimensionals, these adhesive sheets. So if you are cutting flowers, if you are wanting to cut even other specialty papers like the silver foil or the gold foil, it would look amazing popped up on these foam adhesive sheets. So I'm just putting the word I'm putting the eye, and you can see I'm spelling risen. I'm trying to get this in the middle. So the S is about the middle. That's the middle letter. And I'm keeping them all going the same way. You've got to watch with the S's and the I's, they're the same upside down. So yeah, just make sure all of your pattern is kind of going the one way. You've got a little bit of time if you need to as well, just to kind of lift it up if it's not quite in the right spot. But that's looking pretty good. And then my last one is here. Now I don't even think I need the glass. If I didn't want to use the glass, it would actually look even more dimensional. I'm going to just move these along just a tad. I told you you've got a little bit of time to do that, so let's just see if we can move these along. They will become permanent in a couple of minutes or so, but you see it's quite easy just to lift it off gently and just apply the S. Yeah, it wasn't quite centered the way I wanted it to be. Just really gently. They're still quite sticky though, right? So you want them to be tacky, but not too sticky so you can't lift them up if necessary. And then my N, yeah, that's going to fit a lot better if I just peel it up gently and just move it slightly over. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, that's looking good. So can you see how that's got a real nice dimension to it? And that's going to fit perfectly. Let me see what it looks like with the glass on. So it's actually, that's the way it goes. If I pop it there, you can kind of, yeah, you can actually see that it's dimensional. And I like these frames because you've even got, you could arrange a couple of eggs in the bottom there. Let me put the backing on so that you can see it. But I've got some eggs here and I just want to try something just to see what it looks like. There we go. Okay, and then you've got, if you're sitting it up, say I'm sitting it up on a shelf or something, you could put some little eggs in there and have them sitting. You could put a little ornament, you could put a cross. They're all going to fall out if I tip it. But I like these. I think they're called shadow boxes. And yeah, I really like that. You could even add a little flower there if you wanted to. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're looking for this alphabet set, it's called the Alphabet a la Mode, and they are the size of the letters. And remember, they do come in doubles, so there are quite a few of them that are double, so you only need one run through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which makes it really, really quick. Let me flip this back around and I will say a quick goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. If this is the first time that you have joined us, I hope you will be I hope you'll join us again. It's on a Saturday afternoon. Usually I come on and just share something that I've been creating. So next week, I'm hoping that I will have my pre-order. So you guys will maybe get to see some new colours. I may open them. I may open my order in front of you if I have it all ready to go. So I will let you know, or we'll find out next Saturday. But I hope that you guys have a great Easter. And however you choose to celebrate, I hope it's meaningful. And I wanted to, I just thank you for watching. Bye.